Hi everybody. It's your buddy, it's your pal, it's your friend in Shiba, Garrett, and today we'll be talking about the age-old question, the thing that everybody wants to know all the time. Where is the Shiba Inu price going over the years? It's uh, it's a tough question to answer. Usually, I rely on other websites because honestly, I have no idea. Um, there's so many variables. It's like, how can you really determine where the price is going? I mean, you can make a rough estimate, which a lot of these sites do. Um, so, with that being said, I'll get into it. From investing.com, from the 13th of this month, Shiba Inu price prediction. Can SHIB manage to wipe out two zeros from its price in 2024? Boy, wouldn't we all love that? So, I mean, it basically goes into the Shiba Inu lore and the introduction of various things, Shibarium, Shiba Swap, Shiboshis, the metaverse, the Shibaverse. My bad, I almost said the metaverse. That's not Shiba. Shiba Eternity, the games, uh, all that good stuff. So right here, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the issue. So for 2024, they have the high as 0.4022826. I'm gonna say point and then tell you the number of zeros, just to make it easier, because I might not make it through this video if I if I have to list all the zeros every time. I might lose my voice. Uh, just kidding. For a low, keep in mind for the low, this is 0.4015686, which is still above where we're at currently. And the average would be 0.401925, which that would be, I guess, roughly a doubling of where we're at right now, which, that's a pretty good return overall. So let's see. The price prediction anticipates a bull market peak price of approximately 0.40688832 for SHIB by the end of 2025, with potential lows of 0.4040301 and an average price of 0.405456, which that's one hell of a return. I mean, to be honest, uh, even at the lows, that's what, like, a, if I'm not mistaken, I'm no math guru genius. It's about four times where we're at right now, which, I mean, hey, four times returns. That's way better than a lot of IRAs and mutual funds can promise you. Uh, in the longer term, by 2030, the price prediction forecast is maximum price 0.301, which that would be pretty solid. The minimum price 0.4033, the average price 0.40665. Uh, that would still all be all those prices would still definitely be above where we're at currently by a long shot. Crypto long shot. You guys get it. Um, so, I mean, yeah, it's that would definitely all be an increase from where we're at currently. Um, so we'll go on to the next one here. I'll try not to make this too long. Uh, why will Shiba Inu? We don't want any updates right now. Uh, okay, I don't care about the Retic Finance coin because it's not my wheelhouse. Uh, talking about SHIB lore again, which I appreciate, but that's not what I'm here for necessarily. They will say catalyst for SHIB's potential growth are ecosystem expansion, token burning mechanisms, unwavering community, Shiba family, and increased merchant adoption, which we've all discussed those to a certain degree. Um, See, we'll go down here. Signaling the potential to give 25x gains. Analysts are painting a rosy picture for SHIB in 2024. Coin price forecast predict a range of 0.3025 and 0.303 by year's end, representing a staggering 2,374% to 2,877.31% increase from its current price of 0.401007, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's below that currently. Which, yo, if that's the case, that's a crazy return. Um, and I'll be happy that I am in SHIB currently. Uh, okay, that seems a little optimistic, maybe in my view, but you never know. I'm sure hoping that'll be what'll happen. Uh, Here's the Changely blog uh, overview. That's fantastic. Uh, they have a day-by-day price prediction, which I think rather a bold claim because unless you just can predict the future, uh, I see that quite unlikely to be completely accurate. Uh, but let's go down here to the yearly prediction price or price prediction table. Let's see, 2024, a minimum of 0.40149985. Here's the average. Max of 0.40169983. I'm not going to read all these out. The following year, 0.40199998 with a maximum price of 0.40249975. Uh, we go all the way to 2050. Yo, is we're almost at a cent there in 2050, and for the maximum price over a cent. I'm hoping it doesn't take that long. Uh, with token burning, I think we might be able to shorten that a bit. Hopefully, a lot. Hopefully by decades, but it's it's hard to say. Um, so there's those price predictions, and last but not least, from Crypto News. This is from January 18th, 2024. So, you know, talking SHIB, Doge, real quick. Uh, Token may trade at a maximum of 0.4025, with a minimum price being 0.5085, and 2025 0.40227 and 0.000. There, I just tried listing all the zeros, it didn't work out. 0.40326. So that is the range. And then 2030, maximum price of 0.301204 and a minimum price of 0.40836 based on our Shiba Inu price prediction. So the ongoing theme I'm seeing with this, except for this price right here, is that every single one of these predictions is above where we are at currently. And I don't completely trust predictions. Like, I trust them to a certain degree, but none of the analysts can possibly predict all of the many variables that could potentially go into Shiba Inu. We got token burns, we got all the projects the devs are working on. Um, you can never predict who's going to randomly endorse it or what random meme trend is going to come up to. We could have a nostalgia trend where uh, people want to believe it's 2021 again, and then we get a whole resurgence in Shiba Inu, as there was in some of the meme stocks after the initial rally that we saw. Was it 2020? I can't believe that was 3 years ago, isn't it? 4? Oh no. Um, So take these with a grain of salt. It's hard to say. But as I said, I think the main thing is that 90% of these price predictions are above our current value. That's something to consider. I'm definitely hoping for the maximum price predictions, as you would. Even though people don't really discuss it, but it it's more expensive to burn tokens when the price is higher. So hopefully the devs can get all these major burns out of the way for the time being. I mean, obviously they're gonna try to transition to an automatic burning process. Um, Hopefully a lot of these burns happen at cheaper prices. What I'm trying to say. Um, so yeah. With that being said, I hope you learned something. If you want to check out these websites, you can for yourself to see the full price predictions. I don't want to spend too much time on this because, I think I looked at the analytics. The average view is about 3 minutes. So most of you guys probably clicked off a while ago. And I don't blame you for that. You know, um, Trying to just build the channel, get some popularity for the channel going, hopefully make a name in the community, as I've said, so we can get to burning some tokens. And it gets, I try to do it the right way, make accurate titles. Don't use the clickbait. I mean, obviously, I use the Shiba symbol for my thumbnails, so uh, that's not exactly creative. But boy, every day it's like the dark side of the force. I hear it speaking. It's like use the most clickbait titles ever, like sheep's going to a cent next year, or all my thumbnails will be half naked women, or I can be like all those influencers and hire some ladies to promote the channel, which I'm kidding. I spitball. I'm not doing that. I prefer to be more honest with my audience. It's like I saw, I search YouTube, look up Shiba Inu news and all that sort of stuff. If you guys are familiar with Robert Kiyosaki, he wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad. Talks about God's money, which would be funny if Shiba Inu got a title like that. But God's money meaning gold and silver, the money that comes out of the ground, God's money. Um, and it said he endorsed Shiba Inu. And I'm like, okay, the guy that promotes silver and gold promotes Shiba. All right, let's check this out. But he was talking about Bitcoin, so the title was completely unrelated, and it probably got a bunch of clicks, more channel traffic. But in the end, I feel like if you mislead your audience like that, uh, they will eventually leave you if you lie to them too much. So I try to keep my titles accurate. I try to not be too optimistic. I believe, obviously, I'm doing this, so I believe in Shiba Inu long term, but I try not to get my audience's hopes up with a time horizon that's too short. So, yeah, with that being said, for those of you that are still here, thank you for watching. Don't forget, trying to burn SHIB. So that helps bring more traffic. That's what I want to see. So with that being said, I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next video.